And when I think about this podcast and I think about how we can double it in size and we can reach more people and we can have all of this growth come from this podcast, like truthfully, there's not a reason why this podcast shouldn't be feeding us right now.
Right.
There's not a reason why this podcast shouldn't be paying our bills and stocking our fridge. And do you know what I mean? There isn't a reason for that.
There's not.
The only thing that is, I think, stopping that is our own internal dialogue. Yeah. I think it's us that have kept it this small. I'm rambling because this is such big stuff for me.
I don't think you're rambling.
That fear that I have about, do I really have value and can I really bring something to the table? I hear all of that negative self-talk anytime I try to think about that. And anytime I try to I'm like, no, I really do. I really do. Right. I really have value in my thoughts and my beliefs and the way that I see the world and my words. And, but it's really difficult to stand up against that internal dialogue, and better yet, even more difficult to walk past that internal dialogue. I keep visioning it like these bullies, and sometimes they have the shape of people in my life and over the course of my life, but sometimes it's just like a crowd of noise, right? And I'm standing there in front of this crowd of noise and I'm like, no, I'm really worth something. Like I have value. Like I'm actually special. And I think everybody is special. I don't think I'm unique in the fact that I'm special, but I do think that I'm unique because I think we all are unique. And I think the fact that I've always felt that I've had that really special magical thing inside of me, it has always seemed like that crowd of voices and that internal dialogue that is like, no, you're not really that big of a deal. Or you should probably shut up already. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. What you have to say is really stupid. How many times are you going to say that same dumb shit? Just shut up. Let somebody else talk. You're just fucking be quiet. I've been quiet a lot and I've let those voices kind of rule my choices and my actions.
I'm going to beat them up.
But I have always felt inside that it was fuck you, bullshit. I am actually really fucking special. Quit trying to convince me of something that isn't true. You're telling me a lie right now. You're telling me something that I know isn't true. I know I'm magic. Yeah. And they're like, no, magic isn't real. That's not a thing. You need to stop fucking believing that. And I'm like, you're just a fucking idiot. I've always thought that. And this whole idea as what I'm talking about, this thing in the last few weeks, months, whatever, in the last little bit, I have been butting up against that a lot and realizing that, I don't have anybody in my life that tells me those things. I don't have anybody in my life keeping me small. You're nothing but supportive in regards to everything that I want to do. Almost everything.
What do you want to do that I'm not supportive of?
No, I'm just teasing.
No, seriously.
I was just thinking of silly stuff like fixing the siding on the house and climbing on the roof and stuff like that.
A roof is crazy dangerous. I did want to hire somebody, but you did it. It's not important. I'm grateful.
It's just silly.
I think you work really hard and sometimes somebody else can do the work.
But I don't want to live that way anymore. I don't want to listen to that crowd of voices that's inside of my head anymore. I just want to walk through that crowd and keep on going.